the man created a ball of water out of thin air and effortlessly solved his daughter's choking problem. This is a world where everyone can use magic. Once they turn 5, they randomly awaken 1 or 2 skills. The father is a 2-star water mage and a carpenter. The mother has a 2-star tailoring skill. The second sister has 1-star healing and cooking. As for the eldest brother, he awakened a rare 3-star furniture skill. In this world, anyone with 3 stars or above is a talent eagerly sought after by major organizations. This made the family eagerly anticipate what skill the girl would awaken next year. When her mother asked what she hoped to gain, the girl immediately said she wanted a taming skill, so she could play with all kinds of cute monsters. At first, everyone dismissed this naive idea, never imagining that this very profession would one day change the fate of the entire village. Just then, the village's highly respected fortune teller knocked on the door, having come specifically to bless the girl. The second sister asked whether the fortune teller could foresee what skill the girl would awaken, but the fortune teller regretfully said his foresight skill was only 1 star and couldn't do that. However, no one knew that the fortune teller was hiding something else. Soon, another year passed, and the day came for the girl to awaken her skill at age 5. She first dipped her finger into holy water. Then the priest chanted a specific incantation, and a water sphere floated into the air. Inside it was the skill the girl had awakened. It was truly the taming skill she had long wished for. At that moment, her parents were genuinely happy for her, but the priest's next words wiped the smiles from their faces.
星なし。この子のスキルは星なしのテイマーなり。
The father asked in disbelief if there had been some mistake, yet the priest said this was divine revelation and stormed off angrily. In the priest's eyes, having no stars meant being abandoned by the gods, an ill omen. That afternoon, the father erupted in rage at the dinner table. The once warm atmosphere vanished in an instant. He drank heavily and shouted questions, unable to understand why his wife and 2 sons all had star ratings, yet the girl alone had none. The more he spoke, the angrier he became, smashing the toy he had once made for her with his own hands, and turning his anger toward his wife, accusing her of bearing the girl through infidelity.
本当に俺の子なのか。
そうだ。痛い痛いお兄ちゃん、お姉ちゃん。痛いお兄ちゃん、やめてお願い。出てけ。
When the mother fell to her knees, the once happy family of 5 completely collapsed. The eldest brother even drove the girl out of the house. The girl wandered the village aimlessly, completely lost, but news of her being starless spread quickly. Children threw stones at her, telling her to get out of the village. She could only keep running. Villagers who once liked her now stared at her with disgust, as if they were about to attack her at any moment. The deep hostility frightened the girl into heading toward the forest, but before she could catch a break, trouble struck again. Rain suddenly began to fall from the sky. She had no time to rest and kept moving forward, but hunger soon made her unable to walk. Fortunately, she found a bush covered in wild fruit. Starving, she couldn't care whether the fruit was poisonous. The bitter taste brought tears to her eyes, but all she could do was wipe them away and force the fruit down. She found a small cave to shelter from the rain, but her clothes were already soaked through. Even curled into a ball, she couldn't stop shivering. With no other choice, she tried to imitate her father's way of lighting a fire with magic, but her magic reserves were far too small, and after several failed attempts, she exhausted herself and passed out.